February 23rd, 2013. Welcome to Winterborn. We do have a problem here. That's why I like doing the survival trial so much. Because it allows us to focus on these topics that can potentially be happening to us here within the next 12 to 18 months, depending on how the economy goes. So there are scenarios up around an economic collapse, because I've seen that firsthand. I just didn't realize what I was seeing when I saw it. You know, I see it, I understand it now. Yeah. But like when we invaded Iraq, their currency was, the dinar was number 2 or 3 in the world. Really? And then it went down to rock bottom. People who had all kinds of money, I mean bags of money, and stacks of money, they couldn't buy anything, so it wasn't worth anything. Okay, this is our citizens on patrol scenario. In this situation, in the midst of an economic collapse, their community is banded together for protection. The local infrastructure is broken down to the point that the police force is virtually non-existent.
Power in the community is spotty, and the water is not being filtered. Garbage is piling up, and there are very little law enforcement present. Your community has bounded together to act as a community watch against a string of violent encounters that have been spreading throughout the areas.
So, in this case, we are pretty close to the border. There's a lot of violence. This situation, cartel agents are wanting to use your community as either a throughway or as a base of operations to push their drugs north. And you said no, you are on patrol, and you hear shots fired. It's your job now to go investigate. So in this case, competitors individually will move up this corridor that we've created, this arroyo, and utilize the cover and the positions that we're going to manipulate that's already natural within the terrain.
You're on patrol with your semi-automatic rifle when you hear people shouting and shots being fired. You now have 8 minutes to successfully engage all red targets without hitting any non-ineligible targets, which are anything except the color red. Move quickly around your area and ensure to identify your target before engaging. Got it. Do you understand the course of fire?
Yes, sir. Red targets are good. Everybody else know.
Let me know when you're ready and we'll start your time.
You know, I don't think Americans believe that can happen here.
Yeah.
I think if you were to go downtown to the grocery store and ask 10 people, I think 10 people would say there's no way that can happen here.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That's not even remotely on their radar. And you know, I mean, that's understandable too, because how long have we lived our lives this way with a very prosperous middle class?
Engage your threat. Engage your threat.
The whole life, the whole world as we know it is now eroding. It's eroding. It's not crashing down around us, but it's eroding.
Well, if you erode something far enough, it does crash down.
It will crash, you're right. We're not there yet, but it's on the border. I'm John Weiler, creator of Survival Trial. I would like to talk to you about our flagship sponsor, Leupold. Leupold has a strong tradition of support for competitive shooting and for hunters. Leupold products are some of the most rugged and durable around. And that's why we're proud to have partnered with Leupold for the survival trials. More information on Leupold and their products can be found at www.leupold.com.
and watch us more for the survival trial at www.survivaltrial.com.
We can't have fires out here. It's too windy. It'll be too windy. We're not going to be digging holes here either. Let's pull both of those north as best we can. Or at least let's think about it tonight. Let's think about the best option here. We're making these silhouettes three-dimensional for this trial. One of the main things we're really focusing on here is real-world situations. We all have mental stumbling blocks, every one of us. And one of them is having to engage another human being, even if it is in defense of our own lives or defense of those that we love. So what we're trying to accomplish with this portion of it, or this aspect of the trial, is minimizing these mental stumbling blocks. So when the time comes, if the time comes, we'll have that potential to be that much more successful in these defensive engagements. Everything that we do here is defensive in nature. The end never justifies, the means never justify the end, or the ends never justify the means, however that goes. If you have a benevolent end result, which you utilize methods that hurt others or take away from others, then that's not a benevolent goal. That's not a goal to help people, or not to help everybody anyways, that may help just a few. And that's where we seem to be and where we've always been. The survival trial, it is a competition, but it's more so a learning event. I want people to walk away with something more. I want them to walk away being better than when they were when they came here.